saw Mitchell Trubisky to Chicago. One of the biggest surprises of the draft. We already know how David feels about it.
Come on.
What
man.
about you, Mike? Match or no match?
I'm going to say no match, right? Simply because I don't know if the Chicago Bears has enough around the quarterback position so that this kid can be successful. And one thing that we do know, and David, you know this too, at some point, he's going to go through like a big-time struggle. He's just so young in his career, he's going to struggle. I mean, 13, 14 starts, It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And usually, guys like myself and you, we struggled in college, right? He's going to have this struggle on the biggest stage. And to be the #2 pick overall, he will play this year. So I'm going to say no match just for all those reasons I just listed.
How about Mahomes, David, to Kansas City, who essentially spent 2 first-round picks plus a third in order to bring him in?
Well, just like Mike said in the last block, I think it was a reach to go and get him, and they spent probably more than they needed to, especially with a guy that's not going to play. But I do like the fit. For having said that, so bring him in there is much like when Donovan McNabb was brought into Philadelphia with Andy Reid. I think he sees the same player. Big arm, athletic kid that can move around, very rough, very raw, needs a lot of work. But I think that Patrick can't be in a better place. This is absolutely perfect for him. It's just a matter of time before he plays. Now, Alex has 2 years left on his contract. You don't know what's going to happen with that. Maybe he gets on the field before that. I don't know. Alex is a tough sucker, though. He might keep him off the field. So that's the one thing that, I mean, he's still a young guy. So it might be a while before we see Patrick Mahomes. But honestly, the longer the better because he needs a ton of work.
If Deshaun Watson is going to be the offensive rookie of the year, then clearly you feel like this is a match.
Yeah, I feel like it's a match.
Houston.
And simply because of Bill O'Brien. I mean, you look at some of the quarterbacks he's won with, as I said before. This guy works magic. I mean, you could have voted for him to be coach of the year the last couple of years. Deshaun Watson, he's smart enough. He has enough skills. He has the arm strength. And Bill O'Brien has the diversity in offense to be able to put together a nice package, incorporate some of those movement skills that Deshaun possesses to put together a nice package for him to succeed. Then look at defense. They have one of the top 5 defenses in the league. Then look at their run game, their offensive line, and the weapons on the outside. So for me, Deshaun Watson, along with Patrick Mahomes, if he ever gets a chance to play, is set up in a perfect situation to succeed.
Good football team.
How about Kaiser in the second round to the Browns? We've talked about it. It feels more like a value pick at 52 than really like, hey, we went out and got our guy. But is it a good match?
I do like this, though. I mean, anytime there's guys around the league that you just know can coach football. Hugh Jackson is one of those guys. I love Hugh Jackson. I think that he's going to put quarterbacks in the best position possible, even given the fact that they have a long way to go. They did. They had a nice draft. They're putting some pieces together. But Deshaun's in good hands. Okay, Cody Kessler coming out of USC. You know, there were questions about whether he could do it. He went up there and played pretty well. So I think that Hugh's going to be able to find a way to utilize Deshaun's skills. He obviously can move around a lot. He has some big-time potential. I think he can realize that with Hugh Jackson. Just a matter of time and how long that happens.
Man, if they're talking about bringing in another quarterback still, that's a lot of quarterbacks.
It is. But you got to find a guy. You got to find a guy who can play for you this year.